United Machinists was brought by my father, Doug Ramsey, back in 1977.
Alex and I bought the business from Doug and Leslie in 2016. There were some honest discussions at home before we did it, but he sold me on his vision of what the machine shop of the future could look like.
As a small country at the bottom of the world, we are full of ideas, but as far as making them goes, we're a little behind. We need to invest in technology to compete globally.
I could see the high-tech innovation coming down the pipeline and saw an opportunity to partner with those high-tech companies.
With Sarah coming into the business, she really brought some of that professional services that we were kind of missing, as well as helping out on our operations management side of things and integrating our new ERP system. Previous generations, engineering was something to aspire to and admired. Today it seems the attractiveness of the trade has been lost. But what kid wouldn't want to program robots and play with multi-million-dollar machines and get to make some awesome products like robotic hands?
But there's no point in having a technology strategy if we don't also invest in our people. Rather than automation removing jobs, it's creating more diverse roles and it's removing single points of risk. In my experience, all too often, all the knowledge is stuck in the owner or just a few people at the top's heads. It creates a real bottleneck and a massive key person risk. Not to mention, it's pretty damn frustrating and boring for your team.
I joined United in late 2019 through Callahan Innovation's Student Experience Program. I have been investigating ways to automate the measuring of the micro-components we manufacture for Tasta prosthetics.
We make up to 7,000 components a month for Tasker, and 100% of them need to be quality inspected. Some components have up to 14 check dimensions, and some as small as 8 microns, or 0.008 of a millimetre. We'd need a person working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to manually measure them all.
I think one of the best examples of diversifying roles alongside investing in technology is Mike Thompson. Mike joined us when he was just 17, out of high school for work experience, and now 8 years later he's our foreman, and on a daily basis he can do anything from running one of our multi-million-dollar machines right through to looking after customers and quoting.
Our newest machine, the Mazak J200S, is a beautiful thing really, offering done-in-one milling and turning capabilities. In other words, it's similar to a traditional lathe where we can turn a component, but also we have a secondary spindle which we can transfer parts across to automatically. All of this combined with powerful 5-axis capabilities means we can machine an intricate component in one operation.
So we were looking for more capabilities that fitted with our New Zealand high-tech manufacturing clients, who are traditionally really quite low volumes but high value work. We do a lot of 5-axis prototyping and short-run custom work for some of our clients, and before investing in our latest machines, this could create huge problems with production. Last time we prototyped a camera system for shutover, we basically had to stop production for 3 weeks and work 24/7 to squeeze it through. But now, with our automated 5-axis machining centre, this has totally transformed milling production. We can actually stack up to 40 jobs, either one of each part or 40 of the same job, and it will do it lights out for up to 48 hours unattended.
Strategically, we've invested not just in new machines, but in lean and ISO operational processes, and most importantly, in training up a cross-functional team. For example, we now have 4 seniors that can all quote, program and prototype. This has given us huge gains in operational flow and removed production bottlenecks.
We use a CAD/CAM software called TopSolid. A key advantage of TopSolid was it offers much more simulation functionality. And when you're putting an expensive part into an expensive machine, you want to make sure you're not going to have a problem.
I program the part from the client's 3D design and then run a full simulation of it in the machine. We're essentially proving out the part before we even get it into the machine. Saves a lot of time and anxiety. TopSolid has a design module too. Often we'll discover some really easy wins in a client's design that will make manufacturing much more efficient. We're able to make these changes in TopSolid and export them to a 3D model suitable for the client to review and incorporate.
Shutover started working with United in about 2015 when they got their first 5-axis machine. It's been a pretty incredible journey. We've been able to develop our skills and our teams work together to improve the parts, so it's been an important partnership for our business. Shutover provides high quality gimbal camera systems for the motion picture, law enforcement, TV news, broadcast markets. We make a range of products that vary in price from about $150,000 up to about $1 million. We're a high value, low volume manufacturer, so it's important that we get our supply chain right so that we can manage the inventory on hand with the customisation, the cost for the customer, and then of course performance that the customer requires from us. It's important for us that we manufacture in New Zealand and we have a strong supply chain. Some of our runs are in ones or twos and we may never make those parts again, and sometimes we'll have something that we make 10 or 100 of, and we'll do that regularly. So our team's grown alongside United's team. As our capacity and sales have increased, we've produced more product and they've had to grow and help us to meet that need. It's important that companies like United are investing in technology for New Zealand, especially for high-tech manufacturing. If we can't be producing high-tech, clever products in an efficient way, then the New Zealand way of number 8 wire, thinking outside the box, won't be possible. So it's important that that expertise is not lost and that we continue to make it a much more high-tech process than what it has been in the past.
I'm the main seater operator for our new workhorse, the 5-axis fully automated machining centre. When I get a new part or a design revision, I only have to prove it out and set it up on the machine once. It has 40 work holders and 285 tool holders. Both the work holding centre and tool holding centres have robotic arms that call up the right material and the tooling to feed them into the 5-axis mill.
In 1 week's machining now, we can be saving a lot of time. Setups, traditionally we're about an hour and a half, and now with the robot integrated in the machine, we're about 90 seconds. The other bonus is we can now make these parts lights out. It's a real game changer.
We use a program called Global Shop. With it, we're able to provide our customers with a real-time production report. We also use it to display live schedule and KPI data on the shop floor. This allows us to have complete visibility of who's doing what, on what machine, what's next, and the delivery ETA. Our clients can access their data via a secure custom link which syncs every 5 minutes. We have what we call a router for each job. We design the routers not just as instructions on how to do the job, but to facilitate flow and visibility around the workshop. Each step in the process has a barcode. The guys scan the start and finish of each sequence, which bumps it onto the next stage.
Digital will only get you so far though. You can't go past good open team communication. We have a daily stand-up every afternoon at 2 p.m. Global Shop gives us the data we need and we use this to plan out the next 48 hours. It's only 15 minutes, but it puts everybody on the same page and on the same level.
The stand-ups are a great example of the harmony you can achieve when you get people and technology right. We've worked hard to remove bottlenecks from the business that could cause delays on jobs and poor customer service. So while our latest expansion has involved significant investment in new automation, machines and software, it's been centred around designing a high-performing team.